Hi guys, this is Grandma back with another story. Tonight the story is called Lost and Found by Oliver Jeffers, and I bought the book at Kohl's department store in one of those racks where it says Kohl's Care. So we want to thank Kohl's tonight for giving me the storybook and the star penguin from the book. You can see it's a picture about a boy and a penguin. This book is one of my granddaughter Katya's favorite books, but Dimitri likes it too. Once there was a boy who found a penguin at his door. Wouldn't that be silly to find this little penguin standing at your door? It'd be kind of nice. I like penguins. The boy didn't know where it had come from, but it began to follow him everywhere. The penguin looked sad, and the boy thought, it must be lost. You know, when you're lost, you don't know where you are and can't find anything. And this poor penguin was looking pretty sad. So, what did the boy do? The boy decided to help the penguin find its way home. He checked the lost and found office, but no one was missing a penguin. He asked some birds if they knew where the penguin came from, but they ignored him. Some birds are like that. The boy asked his duck. Can you see his little yellow rubber ducky in the bathtub? But the duck floated away. He didn't know either. And there's the penguin, just like our guy. He was looking pretty sad. That night, the boy couldn't sleep for disappointment. He wanted to help the penguin, but he wasn't sure how. Sometimes you have trouble sleeping when you're thinking too. I do. So that's what the boy was doing. The next morning, he discovered that penguins come from the South Pole. But how could he get there? The South Pole is very far away, and it's very cold with lots of ice. He ran down to the harbor and asked a big ship to take them to the South Pole. But his voice was much too small to be heard over the ship's horn. Can you imagine a ship horn? Beep, beep. I know, they're loud. Look at how big that ship is. This whole orange thing is the ship, and right down here, little tiny, is the boy and the penguin. The ship didn't even see him. Together, the boy decided he and the penguin would row to the South Pole. So the boy took his rowboat out and tested it for size and strength. He told stories to the penguin to help pass the time. Do you think the penguin liked the stories? I love stories. Then they packed everything they would need and pushed the rowboat out to sea. That's a great big sea for a little tiny rowboat. I hope they have enough food and water. I think I'd be a little scared. They rowed south for many days and many nights. A very long time. There was lots of time for stories, and the penguin listened to every one, so the boy would always tell another. So here we have the little penguin in the rowboat listening to all those stories. Do you think he was still feeling sad? Show me a sad face. Yeah, I see that. Oh, look. They floated through good weather and bad when the waves were as big as mountains. Look at that big wave they're on. I would really be scared then. I wish I had Mom or Dad with me. Until finally they came to the South Pole. And there's all the ice. And there's the sign that says, "Welcome to the South Pole." The boy was delighted, but the penguin said nothing. Suddenly, it looked sad again as the boy helped it out of the boat. Can you make a sad face like the penguin would have? It's very sad. See, the boy's shoving him up. I can't get the page to turn, you guys. There, we don't want to miss a single page of the book. Then the boy said, "Goodbye." He's waiting, goodbye. And floated away. When he looked back, the penguin was still there, but it looked sadder than ever. Can us a sad face. I know that penguin's sad. Why do you suppose the penguin's sad? What do you think? Why would the penguin be sad? You know, I think you're right. I think the penguin might be missing the boy. Let's see. It felt strange for the boy to be on his own. There was no point telling stories now because there was no one to listen except the wind and the waves. Instead, he just thought. How do you think the boy's feeling? Is he sad too? Let's see. And the more he thought, the more he realized he had made a big mistake. The penguin hadn't been lost. It had just been lonely. You know what lonely is? That's what we're doing now when we're missing our friends because so many people are sick. It makes you feel lonely. And that's what the boy was feeling. Lonely. Quickly, he turned the boat around and rowed back to the South Pole as fast as he could. See, he's rowing back there. There's the penguin out there floating in the water. He's on an umbrella. Do you think he's going to make it? At last he reached the pole again. But where was the penguin? He couldn't see him. The boy searched and searched, but he was nowhere to be found. Where was this penguin? Do you know? I see he's hiding over there on the other side. I think he was looking for a way to find the boy. I don't know. Sadly, the boy set off for home. He didn't see the penguin. But then the boy saw something in the water ahead of him. Closer and closer he got until he could see, what do you suppose is out there in the water? Little tiny spot. The penguin! He was sitting on the umbrella rowing. What do you think he was doing? I think he was trying to go find the boy because they found each other. And what did they do? They gave great big hugs to each other. I think the penguin must have a happy face now, don't you? Does it look like it? There they are. And so the boy and his friend went home together, talking of wonderful things all the way. So now the penguin's happy. He's not lonely. He has a boy to take care of him, and he's with his friend. I hope you like this book. Night. Did you turn it off?